Hi guys, I hope you're well today. This is GhostRaven. I'm going to be bringing you a new series in City Skylines 2, but this time I wanted to do something a little bit different. Last time we went on a really large scale project, and I think we're going to go small, and we're going to keep it small, and we're going to add just what we need when we need it. And yeah, we're going to just try and keep the economy running perfectly, making sure that we have enough resources, making sure we have enough money to pay for all the services we're going to need. So yeah, it's going to be quite an interesting series, and I want to base it around a Japanese style theme. So I'm going to be using the Japan region pack that we got, and I'm also going to be downloading a Japanese map or styled map, and I'm going to try and make it look as Japanese as I possibly can. So yeah, so before we jump in, I just want to show you how the Paradox mods actually work. So we're just going to go into the Paradox mods now. I'm just going to show you exactly what I've done. So your playsets are what you use, what mod you use during the particular play that you have active at that time. So you can see that I have a Japanese theme build here, and in the Japanese theme build I have it's active, and I have the map, and I have the Japan pack in here. So if you want to be able to create a new playlist, you can go back to your playlist. You can say I want to create a new playlist. You name your playlist, and once you create a new playlist, it automatically becomes activated. And then you can go into the featured, and you can go and find the Japan theme here, and you can click on it, and what it'll do is it'll download it and install it. Just remember that it is 4.3 gigs, so it might take a little while to install into the program. And if you install it and you do run into any sort of problems, so you get any sort of errors or anything like that, the easiest thing to do is just exit the game and just reload the game, because you are changing some of the base assets of the game, so it will make a difference at that point. Cool, so we're going to start a new game, and the custom map is this Asuka, so I'm going to choose this, I'm going to select this map, so let's just call this what it is. So Suku. Okay, and it's Fujiwara as well, which is fantastic. So we've got a European theme. Are we going to use unlimited money? No, I don't think so. Climate is -5 to 33 degrees Celsius, so we should be getting some snow. So I think that would be quite nice, because we didn't have snow in the last map we were playing through. And it's got a lot of natural resources, all the outside connections that you need. I'm going to keep it the European theme, and we're going to jump straight in. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is pause the game if it's not paused, and you can do it very simply by just pushing the space bar. I'm not going to pause mine because mine is automatically paused when I join a new game. So you can change that in your settings. So if you go to your options and you go to your gameplay, you can say start the game paused. You can tick that. You can turn the day and night visuals off, and you can also enable edge scrolling or not edge scrolling. Okay, so here we are in our map. This is the first map tile. We do have two highway connections into the map tile, so we need to decide if we're going to develop on this side or this side. What I have found, if we do connect these two highways together, because we will want to obviously build a bridge over here and it'll have more residential over here, but if we hook up these two highways, what will happen is outside traffic, trucks, and other things will come through and use the highway to be able to get from one region to the other, and they'll use your highways. So your highways will start getting quite busy. And then I just want to have a look at the topography. So we do have like a little bit of a mountain over there, and we have quite a nice bigger mountain over here. So it'll be quite nice for maybe generating wind, or maybe just keeping it as a natural park and then developing around, or developing a city around the mountain. I think it might be quite pretty, and I think when it snows it might be even prettier. Here's our outside connection. So we do have an electricity connection from outside. And let's have a look at see what our industrial wind is looking like. So this is our wind directions. You can see it by the direction of the arrow. So you can see it should wrap around mountains a little bit. So it is flowing around there. Okay, perfect. So maybe we can buy this tile, and maybe we can put a wooden turbine out there and power our entire city. We do have an underwater water supply, which I don't think we're going to make use of because we do have rivers. So we're just going to make use of the rivers to do what we do. Okay, so we're going to think about initial infrastructure. So we know that the wind direction is going to be blowing this way. So if we are going to be building an industrial area would need to be on that side of the map. So maybe, at a later stage we can move our industrial area to over here, get it away, and we could develop a nice city, nice residential area at this side. I think it's going to be really pretty. Okay, so we can see we've got a little bit of topography going on here, so it goes up on a little bit of a hill, but that should be fine. So we just need to be careful of this one and be careful of that one, and let's put in a little bit of infrastructure. So let's decide what we want to do. So I think a main road right through the middle of this thing, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the continuous tool, and I'm going to just draw continuously around, sort of like a main through road through the whole section. I don't want to bring it too close to the shoreline because I do want to be able to have houses or whatever it is that I need to on that side. And this is the main road off the highway, so this is going to come into our city. So we're joining up the highway, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a traffic circle there just to help with the flow of traffic. When we do unlock the traffic circle using the research points, then we can make that intersection a lot bigger. So that'll be our main road, and then what we want to do is we want to have sort of a medium road coming off here and then breaks off into smaller artery roads for all the smaller residential areas. So we could actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this road out, and I'm going to okay, so we haven't got the continuous tool on like we did on the other size road. So let me do it like this, and maybe we can even join it up to the highway just to see how it goes. Okay, so it's going to go out that way, and we're going to have another main road that's going to go out. Maybe we should bring it a little bit closer so we can use some of the zoning for more sort of medium to high residential, either commercial or houses actually. Okay, so we have a main artery road, and I want to add traffic circle there, traffic circle there. Wherever so we always have any sort of connections to the roads, we want to just make sure that the traffic circles are there to help the flow of traffic. These are just going to be arterial roads where we're going to have residential, and at the end of it I'm going to put a cul-de-sac on there. I'm going to put a cul-de-sac on there. Yeah, it doesn't look great at the moment, but it'll start taking shape once we start getting a little bit more in. Okay, so let's take this road out and let's wrap this around the back of it like that. Absolutely perfect. And we can have a road wrapping around like that. And then some artery roads coming off. Try and bring it a little bit closer. I'm just trying to respect the topography. There's a little bit of a hill here as well, so I'm just going to do that for now, and I'm going to add some traffic circles in where all the roads mix or cross, I should say. Okay, so we're going to be able to build some residential. Then I think I'm going to do the same thing on this side, so I'm going to have a bit more of a main road. Maybe we can have like a little bit of a park area, or maybe some sort of a monument or something, or we can do something quite nice with this area. I think it's going to be quite nice. And then what we want to do is we want to have some roads that are branching off this way, so basically following the water. And I think I'm going to bring another sort of medium road out this way, or small road, the 2-lane road, and then just have a few more arterial roads out this way. Then we can run a road right down the back of this mountain. Let me actually bring it a little bit closer in. It's pretty cool. As well. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some traffic circles in. Okay, and then the other thing I want to think about is I want to make all of these areas walkable so that pedestrians can get anywhere by walking, because this is going to be a low residential area. So if I go into the pathways and I choose pathways, and I'll do the same sort of thing, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run some pathways from the front to the back, and it'll allow us to people can walk across there, which is fine. Maybe when we start putting in a few houses and stuff, we can see. But I definitely think that we're going to have some shops along this road here, and then keep this main road clear. We can always upgrade this at a later stage. This will be where our shops will be. We can put in some of our utilities and stuff there as well. So I think that's pretty cool for now. Okay, so let's not worry about pedestrian. Let's worry about the two most other important things that we need. We need the water, and we need to hook up the electricity, or the water and the sewage, and we need to hook up the electricity. So I want to bring not a main road over here, because I want this to be the start of my industrial area. So if I choose the grid and I take off some of the snapping options, I want to see what I can kind of fit in here. So I know it's 168. Okay, let's just go to 168. Okay, and we're going to go out 120, 168. It's like the grid structure we used from the old game. 168. And just see sort of what we can get in here. 120, 168. Okay, so we can get a nice 4 blocks of industrial for now. And what we want to do is we obviously want to bring that across. So we want to have a bridge coming across the river. So let's do I would like it to be kind of okay, well, we can make that work. I don't know if that's high enough for ships. We might have to increase the height of it at a later stage. But this we can just bring down into, and I want to create another traffic circle and put another traffic circle there. And on then this side of the road, I want to just bring this down. But maybe just do a little bit of an angle. It's not too hectic. There we go. And then what I can do is I can put a traffic circle in there, and that'll separate that traffic. Okay, then what we need to do is we want to put in electricity. So I'm going to use a transformer station for now. And that will give us electricity to the main grid. So we can import electricity. We can always turn that off and we can start producing our own if we need to. And then what else we need is we need the water and the sewage. So we have quite a few options that we can do. I mean, we could put a water tower up on the mountain up here, which I think would be quite nice. So I think let's do that. And let's just run a pipeline from there to the main lines. And the same thing with the sewage. So I just want to see which way the water is flowing. So you can see the water is flowing from up in the mountains and it's coming down this way by the direction of the arrows. So I want to put it basically on the last little bit of our territory. And I want to maybe not on that side. So let's move it instead of destroying it, because it's more expensive to destroy it and rebuild it than to just move it. So I'm going to just move it there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a sewage pipe and connect it to the industrial area. Okay, so I think we pretty much have everything we need. We can start zoning, and then what we can do is we can get the game going and we can start seeing people moving into our little city. So cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, so let's think about it for now. So I think I want to put in some main shopping. So if we choose, what I figured out with the commercials, that some of the industries don't spawn in the Japanese density or the Japanese theme. So I'm going to use EU and a mixture of both of them. It would have been nicer if we could have done it the other way, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. So I'm just going to put some small shops over there. I'm going to put some of the smaller Japanese shops over there. Keep the space open so that we can have pathways if we need to. Maybe we should actually run a pathway, not necessarily from this road, but from the main road. Let's do it from the main road. What he's going to do, he's going to cross right over. And we can actually put in quite quite a few more roads and stuff in here, but let's just have a look at the pathways. So we want to kind of cut
You're tuned in to
through the
Second
neighborhoods,
Moon, the channel where the
so we
classics
can kind of do it like that.
never dulled.
Okay, so anybody lives out this way. Okay, and then let's bring in a few more roads and things and just start populating this a little bit better. So this is the main road. So we could probably just run a road, not so much of an angle. Okay, and maybe just put a cul-de-sac on there. Let's go to cul-de-sac. Okay, and maybe on there for now. Let's just see, because you know we might just take that off and okay, and let's just start thinking about the zonings. So I'm going to choose the Japanese low residential. That's all we have available to us at the moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint in a few low residential houses. This is a main road, so you know, maybe we can think about something else there. So I'm worried about the topography of the mountain. So if we go take some of it off, then it doesn't dig too much into the mountainside. We might have to do more, but I think 3 is okay for now. Okay, and this is quite a big, so this we can leave for sort of medium residential. And we can just paint in a few more of the low residential over here. Okay, that should definitely be more than enough to get us started. And then what we want is, we obviously want an industrial. What we can do is we can start the game. And what that's doing is that's immediately bringing in, and we just unlocked the first milestone, and we just got the tiny village. So we've been rewarded $25,000 or whatever the currency is, a development point, and 3 expansion points. So we could expand our territory almost immediately, but I'm not too keen on doing that. And with that, getting that point as well, is that we can actually raise our taxes. So if we go into taxation in the economy, and what we can do is we can raise the residential to about 12. I want to raise the commercial to about 12, and I want to raise the industrial to about 14 for now. So it will stifle a little bit of growth, but it's just at the beginning of the game. I want to. Okay, let's keep it like that. I'm not 20. My word. Let's keep it at 12. And definitely, I want to. Yeah. So I just want to keep it. So we are earning a little bit of money, so it's not too hectic for us. So this is the highway. So we should see sort of our first car coming from here. So I want to capture that first citizen moving into our new little city. Let's just say our small little town at the moment. Okay, and what trees have we got going on here? So they've got hickories, they've got elders. It's a baby elder, another elder. Okay, so we can add some trees and fill it out if we need to. But it's looking really good. So I'm going to just speed up the simulation a little bit, and let's see. I want to see our first person moving in. You can see the houses already starting to be built. But the highway is dead quiet here, so let's just be waiting for that. Our first car can only come from here. It might be a bike, might not be a car. Immediately is asking for medium residential, and I don't really want to use the EU density, the row housing. I don't think that's going to fit in nicely with our little city. Okay, so I think that is our first car. I think that's exactly our first car. So we are going to watch them come into the city. He's driving really fast. Shame his trailer was swaying behind him. Some of our commercial buildings are already up and running. Yeah, so coming around the traffic circle into our little city with the mountains in the background. Looks really nice. and everything's going up at the same time, we might have to expand those roads. Where is he? He's trying to find parking. No, and he parks inside his property. There we go. Welcome. Welcome to your new home. Okay, cool. So we don't have to worry about that. So it's a nice family that live in there, and the rest of our little low residential is starting to take shape. There's some more traffic coming into the city. Is requiring some more low residential, so let's give them what they want. Grow quite quickly. Yeah, I don't like the way these houses are forming. It's breaking the mountain, and I didn't realize there was a little bit of a hill here. But we can fix it at a later stage, so I think it looks good for now. Okay, so we said that there were hickory and that there were alders. So let's go and choose our trees. And what I want to do is I want to choose multiple. I want to increase the brush strength, make it maximum. Take the snapping off. 200 is actually okay. And we said hickory and alder, so we can choose baby trees and mature trees that we have, because they do have a growth and death cycle. So you want some to be there and grow when it's seasonal, and vice versa on the other side. So we could just kind of paint in a few trees at the moment. I actually think it looks quite nice. More baby trees seems at the moment, but that's fine. Just paint a little bit, just fill it out. And I just wanted to add in a little bit of shrubbery as well. You can always fill it out a little bit more, because it does cost quite a lot of money to be doing this, especially so early on in the game. But I want to make it look nice, and it looks like there's people living here already, that's been here for a while already. Some really nice houses, guys. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Tiny little house at the end of the cul-de-sacs. Cars parked there. Look how pretty it is. I really like the Japanese assets. They really are very, very, very pretty. Yeah, they're already complaining about services. They want services. And I'm like, well, until we're making a little bit of money, there's going to be no services, unfortunately. So what we can do is there is an industrial demand, so we can definitely do that. It's going to create a lot of jobs and a lot more people. Okay, so there is a Japanese medical center. We could probably put that quite close to center of the little town on the main road. It's going to be very expensive for us. And then what I'd like to do is I would like to get a crematorium up and running, but they're very expensive. But that's where I'm going to spend my first research point for now. I don't think it's necessary for us to have this right now, so I'm just going to turn it off, because I just want us to get into a profit. I mean, we are quite close to being in a profit already, or we were, and now that seems to be not the case anymore. Definitely going to have to bring in some more residential, that's for sure. It's painting quite a lot, but it gives us quite a lot of growth, and that should hopefully bring us into the green. It is asking for a little bit more commercial, that we can definitely do. people are using the pathways already. It's fantastic. Okay, so it was the hickories, and then the other one was the alder. So it was the alder and the hickory. I don't know where the hickory is. There it is. Okay, it's part of the North American. It seems to fit in slightly tighter spaces as well, so we can get trees right up in where we need to. It looks good. Yeah, looking really, really, really nice. Okay, I just want to get into a profit. Get these to profit. Maybe the next milestone. You can see why we needed a larger road here. A lot of traffic coming in and out of there. There we go, guys. So we are in a profit. And happiness is not really very happy at the moment, but it's better than nothing, guys. Look at that. Okay, so it is just literally asking for just lots more residential. So I mean, I could stop bringing off a little bit more neighborhoods and stuff off here. I didn't want to bring anything off the main road, but we can maybe bring in something on this side. And let's maybe we actually bring in a bit of a grid structure here. Let's try that. Okay, so we said, oh no, okay, so 120, 168. See, this road is not straight at all.
You're listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticated who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classic
Okay,
genre.
so that gives us, allows us the ability to put in like sort of higher density if we need to.
Here we have some
More shops if we need to.
correspondence from a listener. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite,
I mean, this is a slightly bigger road here,
demands that I
but it's fine for now.
the title. I am but a humble
Really just want to be able to get the next research points, and then we can get the next density buildings, and then we can bring a few more people in. We have five people leaving because they're unhappy about the fact that we don't have medical. But we are in a profit, and we are starting to make a little bit of money, so it's looking good.
As a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my low-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment.
I don't know why they hate it so
Leave
much.
that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a
It's
tune
Vickery,
just
and
for
it's
you,
night time.
and I
Look at
do
that.
hope it provides
The
your
lights are
aching
coming on.
spirit some
People are home.
modest consolation.
The leader of the City Services Division is with us in the studio today to talk about
Nice. We got
why
water
they're
supply going.
contracting with outside
Okay, they are really not
agencies to
happy
provide vital
about a couple of
services for
things,
our
but it's fine for now.
Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Oh, well, quite frankly, yes. It is an additional expense.
Maybe just put the service on.
Residents have come to expect a certain level of services. And
Just keep
we
people
simply
a little
do
bit
not
healthier.
have capacity to
There we
provide
go.
them
Citizen
within the city.
happiness.
Sounds like we're
40
the ones
XP.
who will end up paying for it. Should we be worried?
We are
I
pretty
expect the
close.
residents
I
would
mean,
be more distressed if
1,594 of
key services became
1,750,
unavailable.
so we're
Their
getting there.
Quality of life is very important to them.
But so is their money. We'll be back after this. A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But
The ambulance?
apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutcracker.
Taking somebody to the clinic.
So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move.
What's the main road? Let's see.
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward
Damn, I almost feel bad. Oh, there's somebody else already coming in as well. Which means we're going to have 2 patients. Yep, we have 2 patients there. 3 patients now.
Right, one final question, Professor. is the
Increases
housing
happiness a little
shortage
bit.
going to
It
make
is
me richer?
digging us
I
deeper into a
sort of
hole,
met
but
Vex
it'll help
perhaps,
us
yes,
because the
in the
happiness
short
will
term.
I like
allow
the
more
sound
people
of that.
But what
to
we
come
are
into the city.
discussing is the study of a
I
statistical
don't know if I'm happy with this,
abstraction
but we
and
did
its
spend quite a bit of
effect
money on the
on
road and the
human
infrastructure,
Thank you,
so
Professor.
It is a question of priority.
maybe we could just keep it for now. I didn't even look at the industry to see if we... So all along the river is the fertile land. Excuse me. I just need to drink a little bit of water. Yeah. Which kind of makes sense. I like the fact that they did that. This is all fertile soil, actually. But I like the fact that it's next to the rivers. That's quite realistic. Yeah, so not really. Okay, still asking for low residential. Gonna turn off the American. There we go. Absolutely amazing. So what that gives us the ability to now do is the medium density, which is kind of what I wanted to do over here. Get our first larger buildings in, our medium density buildings in. You can see that's going to bring a lot more people into the city. Yeah, so it's coming on nicely. Really need to think about a crematorium. So I wonder if we can afford it. I don't think we can. It says we can, so it's going to cost us a lot of money. But that's something we can do, and we can definitely bring out here. I almost feel bad because it's people, man. It's people that have gone on to the other side. Okay. That's definitely going to dig us into the hole a lot further. And we've already got education as well. But just have a look how beautiful that asset is. We've already got a hearse going out. We've got quite a few people that are already deceased. So, you know, maybe I could have built a park. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm going to rework what I was thinking here. I'd like to bring out a road from this side. Then we can have just smaller roads. We can put cul-de-sacs on the end of them over there, on all of these ones. That. I don't know if I want people living on the end of there, but it's fine for now. Okay, there's absolutely no demand for anything at all. And some of our medium residential buildings have come in. And all these people are going to need to find parking, but look how beautiful these buildings are. So it's coming on nicely. Really, really, really nicely. We are digging ourselves into a hole every single month, but it's okay because we have some dead bodies, so I'd rather just get the bodies taken care of. The hearses are doing the jobs, they are coming out here, so these icons should disappear soon. The next thing we are going to need to think about is education. There we go, the icons are starting to disappear, and they're working hard. Then as soon as we're done with the education and we move to our next point, we're going to have to worry about our police services, and we're going to need a lot of additional income and money for that. So police and fire, actually. So on a slightly bigger road, we have the slightly higher residential buildings, which is what we want. Maybe we should have put a cul-de-sac or something in there because it seems a bit strange. And we'll just put a cul-de-sac on the end of that road. We can think about parking as well. But for now they can just park where they can on the sides of the streets. And if we buy more property out this way, then maybe I could just extend the road out that way. It's fine for now. But we're just controlling very carefully how traffic's coming, where they're going. Making it easy to get in and out. Not too many roads that cross over. And we can start getting in some no residential housing again. It's going to take advantage of the fact that it's asking for it. I mean, this zoning's on the slightly bigger road, so I'd rather use it for medium residential or something like that. Also, just don't want too many people moving in all of a sardine because it gets busy really quickly. Okay, so we want to just put some elders in here, I think. Just for now, and there was the hickories as well, so we want to turn on the other theme as well, and we just want to add some hickories in. Just make sure that it looks like it's been here for a while. I don't know what happened there. Like we're doing something there. Okay, so more residential in, more medium residential in. Our medium residential road is looking quite nice. Taxis bringing people into the city. Looking really good. Yeah, perfect. Okay guys, well I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more daily videos like this. I hope you have a good day, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Cheers, bye bye.